Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to another segment of Khoj Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The Sabad recitation continues from Rag Bihagada, Mahalla Panjwa, composition of the fifth Nanak. It's a chant, composition of 4 stanzas, 6 lines each, a rather longish. The recitation of the first verse, followed by our understanding, and then the second, and so on. Bihagada Mahalla Panjwa, Kar Kirapa Gur Parabraham Pure, Anadin Naam Vakhana Ram, Amrit Bani Uchra Har Jas, Mittha Lage Tera Pana Ram. Kar daya maya Gopal Gobind, Koe nahi tuj bina, Samarath agath apar puran jiyo, Tan dhan tumhe mana. Murakh mugd anath chanchal balheen, Neech ajana, Binwant nanak saran teri, Rakh leho amn jana. So the first verse is a plea where Guru Arjan expresses his ignorance, his confusion, his lack of knowledge, and he seeks guidance, the guidance of the Guru. Kar Kirapa Gur Parabraham Pure, because the Guru is the primal Guru. The Guru is Parabraham, and he seeks the guidance of the Guru. I am foolish and bewildered, Murakha Mugad. I am helpless, Anath, and I lack the strength to face or control a mind that is constantly wavering. Murakh Mugad Anath Chanchal Balheen Neech Ajana. This is the last couple of lines, because that is really stating the state of mind that he is in. So I'm foolish, bewildered, I'm helpless, I lack strength. I'm of low lineage, niche, and ignorant, ajana. Why is he speaking of lineage? Because existing scriptures were available only to people of high caste. So this is really a knock on that. It also means mean thinking, low thinking, not having the capacity to really think. So it is my prayer, it is Nanak's prayer, Binwant Nanak, I seek your shelter, Saran Teri, protect me from the cycle of coming and going. Rakhale Havan Jana. These are the last 2 lines that I've begun with, because they pretty much sum up what's going on in this verse. Then he begins with the plea. He says, Kar Kirpa Gur Parabraham Pure, you are all skillful. You're all skillful. Samaratha, you're ineffable, you're transcendent and present everywhere. Samrath agathi apar puran jiyo tan tan tum mana. My body, my soul, my wealth belongs to you. Jiyo tan tan tum mana. So essentially a state of complete submission. So therefore, in the end, he asks for mercy. Have mercy on me. Kar Kirpa, O perfect Guru. Kar Kirpa, Gur Parabraham Pure, Andin Naam Vakhana. So the appeal is to the Guru, who is an embodiment of the Supreme Being. May I always speak from wisdom, Andin Naam Vakhana, to speak. May I glorify the Har Self by uttering your sweet speech, Amrit Bani Uchara Har Jas, and may your writ be pleasing to me. Mittha lage tera pana. What that says is, may I live in harmony with the order of things. May I live in harmony with your moral imperative. So have mercy and compassion. Kar daya maya Gopal Gobind, for I have no one else to turn to. Koi nahi tuj bina. So this is the setting in the first verse of where things are. And then in the second verse, there is instruction. It's also, as we said, we've seen this is an internal dialogue. There is a response in the second verse. The way of Gurmat is explained. And it consists in seeking association, the right company. It's creating the right environment. You have to have the right environment in order to accomplish a certain end. So here it is, Sadha Sarni Paiye Harjiyo, Gun Gave Har Nita Ram. By the way, the term Harjiyo and Ram at the end really don't bear on the meaning. These are poetic devices that have been added to actually meet the measurement of a chant. So Sadho Sarni Paiye Harjiyo, Gun Gave Har Nita Ram, Tur Bhagtan Ki Mantan Lago Harjiyo, Sab Patit Punita Ram, Patita Punita Hohe, Tinhe Sang Jin Bidata Paya, Naam Rate Ji Date Nit Deh Chade Savaya, Rid Siddh Nav Nid Har Jap, Jini Atam Jita Binwant Nanak Vad Bhag Paiye, Sad Sajan Mita. So, my take on this, the advice that is being given is, 1, seek the company, shelter of the Sad, perfected beings, right company, evolved individuals, Sadha Sarani Paiye. And then every day, Nitta, sing to the glory of the Har Self. Harjiyo Gun Gave. Harjiyo Gun Gave. Gun Gave, glorification. Glorification really means development of character, virtue. And then the Guru says, if you learn even as little as a speck of dust from the true devotees, Tur Bhagtan Ki Mantan Lago, even a small speck of their teachings, be assured that the Har Self will purify your thoughts. Sab Patit Punita Ram. And so he repeats this, reiterates this by saying, the fallen, meaning those living in ego, they are fallen because they have devolved, if you will, from a state, a primal state, to the ego state. So the fallen are purified, and you need to purify yourself because the ego is like a blot that overlays this consciousness. So the fallen are purified, Patita Punita, in the company of those who have realized the master. The master here, symbol of that consciousness. Jin Bidata Paya, the master of our destiny. And those imbued with self-knowledge, Naam Ratte, they are truly givers of life. Ji Date. What does that mean? It means that they are creative beings who return back to life, to society, more than they receive. Nit de chade savaya. So for every 100 they get, they give back 125. They're truly creative beings. They have all the necessary spiritual powers, treasures, and wealth, resources, in other words, needed, provided they have conquered their inner self. Rid, Siddh, Navanid, Har Jap, Jinni, Atam, Jita. So that is the prayer. Seek right company, learn from them, and become truly creative. Give back more than you consume. The third verse. जिनी सच वण जिया हर जियो से पूरे सहाराम बहुत खजाना तिन पह हर जियो हर कीर्तन लाहा राम काम क्रोध न लोभ व्यापै जो जन प्रभ स्यो रात्या एक जन है एक मन है राम कै रंग मात्या लग संत चरणी पड़े सरणी मन तिना उमाहा बिनवंत नानक जिन नाम पल्लै सही सच्चे साहा. Now who trade in the truth. What that means is jin sach vanjaya is to trade. What are you trading here? You're trading the falsity of the ego for the truth of the self. So those who trade, who do this kind of trade, the Guru calls them really skilled merchants. So pure saha, because their efforts have yielded a profit. Har kirtan Allah Ram, and they possess a large treasure. Bahut khajana tin peh. Self-knowledge is the greatest treasure. And they have achieved it because what they have learned is to divest themselves of lust, of anger, and greed. You can't be creative if you're greedy, lustful, and angry. Kaam krodh na lobh vyapeh. Jo jan prabh syo rate. They are true lovers of wisdom. Then further, they who know the one and are absorbed in the one, meaning in wisdom, ek janne, ek manne, they are indeed dyed in the color of the self. They are the self. They become that wisdom. Ram ke rang mate. They learn from the Guru, lag sant charni. They seek the sanctuary of Guru wisdom and keep their minds mindful and focused. Manatina umaha. So Nanak submits Binwant Nanak. He declares those who have this wisdom of the self in their grasp, they are true kings. They're sovereign. That is what it means to say kings, meaning they are really sovereign individuals. They are masters of themselves and they can make things happen. Jina naam palle sahi sache saha. The concluding verse. Nanak soi simriye har jiyo jaki kal tari ram Gurmukh mano na visare har jiyo karta purkh murari ram Dukh rog na pao vyapੈ jini har har tyaya Sant prasad tare pav jal purab likhya paya Vaji vadai man santi ai milya purkhya pari Binwant Nanak simar har har ich punni hamari Ich punni hamari. Desires have been fulfilled, goal accomplished. So, the Guru repeats, remain mindful of the one. Nanak soi simriye har jiyo jaan ke kal tari ram, whose powers support the universe. And one who follows the Guru's teaching, the Gurmukh, does not relinquish the memory of the self. Mano na visare. Gurmukh mano na visare har jiyo. Karta purkha murari ram. So you always remain mindful when you are a Gurmukh, when you are Guru oriented, of the Karta Purkh, who is Murari. Murari is an epithet for Krishna because he killed a demon. The demon here is the ego. Further, they who have lodged the remembrance of the self in their hearts, Jini hara har tyaya. What happens? they rid themselves of sorrows, afflictions, and fear. Dukh rog na pao vyapeh. And this is the grace of the Guru, Santa Prasad, that they are ferried across the ocean of fear, Tare Pavajal, this world, in other words. And they accomplish, they receive the outcome of their motivations. Purab likhya paya. So they achieve that which you are destined for. Purab. Purab means original, what the original intent was. Purab likhya, what was written in your destiny, you accomplish that. That was already written, that you are to accomplish union with the self. Now, what is union with the self? What is the self? These are things that you, the listener, have to reflect upon and arrive at your understanding. You have to use your imagination. You have to use your thought, your devotion. You have to be devoted to this. And then you will begin to see what it means for you. So therefore, your destiny was to unite with the self. In other words, to realize your fullest potential. And that's why the Guru says they have received an extraordinary gift, Vajji Vadai, which is the fulfillment of union with universal consciousness. Sant Milya Purkh Apari, the transcendent universe. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.